All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here making some videos. It's late, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and we just been up here rocking them out here, just getting them done. We were talking about tariffs, but this one I want to talk about too is our stance, yours and mine, our stance on what happens to the manufacturers during all this. How do we feel? I want to see if you're in the same page I am. So I'm going to lay it out plain and simple, straight to the point for you. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care what they mark this truck up to. I don't care if it goes up 5%, 10%, 20%, or 25%. I don't care even a little bit. I'm not buying it. Obviously, people aren't buying them now. Right now, even at their normal prices, people are not buying them. And Ford's thinking they're going to be saying, with all this tariff stuff going on, all these manufacturers, including Jeep, including every one of them, Stellantis, Chevy, all of them are going to have this attitude. They're going to be like, listen, we cannot survive. These tariffs are going to take us out of the game. We're not going to be able to make it. We have to pass this buck on to you or spread some of this to you. We can't do this alone. We won't be able to make it. Trump did this to us. We can't get our plants built up fast enough. We can't get production moved over here quick enough. He needs to give us an extension. Until then, you're going to have to pay this fee or this fee. And here is my, again, I'll say it earlier, like I said earlier, like a minute and a half ago over there. I don't care. I don't care at all. If Ford or General Motors, look at this, is ZR2 on a used lot. Look at that, that's pretty crazy. We got a brand new ZR2 sitting here used. I wonder what he traded it in for. We also have a Mojave right there, nice Mojave sitting here in a used world. Pretty interesting, but we don't care. Let me tell you what I do care about. Ford, Chevy, Jeep. Let me tell you guys what I care about. How about the fact that we can't get parts for these things here when they go down? They go down and you're telling us we're on back order for a year for our parts. Sorry, can't help you. Can't shut the plant down. Can't do that. We got to make sure we make money. Can't do that. But your part, sorry, you don't get it. You're out of luck for a year. You can't have it. Don't know what to tell you. Or how about the fact that, oh, the fuel injectors and these things are bad. You know what, though? We don't really want to spend the money to fix your brand new fuel injectors in it for you. Instead, we're going to route a hose that's going to direct the fuel away from there so that the fuel runs out on the road below you. Hopefully, nobody spits a cigarette out while you're driving there and catches you on fire. But you know what? It's cheaper to do that way. It cost us 38 cents less per vehicle to do that, so that's what we're going to do. Or here and tell you that sorry about the valves that blow up out of your vehicle, and I know it's been a year and a half since you've got it back, but our dealers are working on it as quick as we can. Oh, did you see the new model? Can't wait till you find out what's coming out. How about the fact that, warranties and recalls are off the charts? Warranty stuff, recall issues that are just going crazy. What about the poor guy that has one of these Mavericks right here, and 2023 Maverick, and he can't get a wiring harness from you because the rodents chewed through his soy-based wiring in his harness, and he called you to buy the part and get a part number for the wiring harness, and you won't make it for him. You won't get it because he's out of warranty and you don't care and the part is not available, and you told him to sell the vehicle for a loss. I have a video about that out there on my channel already about it, okay? Maybe if I remember, I'll link it at the end. But how about that? So since Ford doesn't care one bit about us, Chevy doesn't care one bit about us. Chevy, did we mention it? Your transmission valve bodies for your transmissions, you're talking about a year out? A year? We're going to wait a year. But you guys are already pumping out all these trucks like crazy and all, but we got to wait a year for the part. Ford, how many years have you been struggling with getting your transmission and your 10-speed to work, hoping that they just die off and hit a junkyard before you got to fix them all? Chevy, how's it going with your lifters? Okay, this goes on and on. How many 6.2s are getting pumped out for customers that are sitting there without them? Hey, Toyota, how's the Tundra motor replacement coming? Everything going okay with that? But yet you want us to stand in your corner and give in and help you out because you're worried that you won't survive. What's your wages like, Farley? I can't remember what they are. I don't think they're quite what mine are as a YouTube guy, but, I'm just saying, or, Tavares, with what he's got. I don't know. I could be wrong. Heck, even the average line worker, if I'm not mistaken, is making $93,000 a year for the average assembly line worker. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm not making $93,000 a year. Why don't you ask him to chip in some money for you? Maybe do something like that. I don't care what you do. And I'm not saying anything bad against line workers, not at all. I'm just throwing things out there as examples. I'm not taking anything away from what they do. I'm just saying that we just don't care. We have zero concerns with what your behind the scenes problems are. We don't care if the tariffs hit you. We don't care if you can't get the parts. We don't care if you can't get the production. We don't care what your problems are when you are walking all over us for the last 5 straight years, every chance you can get. Oh, you need help. Oh, you need us to be in your corner. You need some support from us. Where's the support from these guys? Okay, where's the dealer support? The dealerships that come out here and they charge us astronomical markups. They charge us for nitrogen-filled tires. They charge us for all this stuff. And then when we complain about that, you simply say, the dealers are independent. We can't really get involved. Oh, you can't get involved, but if somebody wants to buy one of your new Mustang Dark Horses and they want to buy it, and you're going to make them sign a contract that says that they can't sell it for 2 years to keep them from flipping it, but you can tell the manufacturer it's okay if he actually charges a $20,000 markup on it. Oh, God, got it. Okay, I see where we stand here. So now we know the reality of how all this works. So again, let me rephrase what I was saying is, I don't care. Basically it. All you auto manufacturers listen, your holes that you dig are dug. You've made them yourself, and you've used our backs to step on them and crush it and create it, and you've bowed down to the EPA, you bow down to lobbyist groups, you tweak and twist laws so they work in your favor, you do all of these things that benefit you at our expense. And now all of a sudden there's a president, and like I said, I do not get political on here. I have things that I love about Trump. I have things I hate about him, and I am not getting involved in political aspect. But I will say this. Now you get a president in here that's going to come after you guys and tell you to make this stuff at home and bring jobs back to the U.S. And all of a sudden you're mad and you're upset and you don't know what you're going to do, and you're thinking about passing that problem on to us because you got to make sure you can still have your yacht and all that kind of stuff. Again, we don't care. How do we show you we don't care? We're not buying them. We're not buying them. We're not buying them already. Look it. Take a look. Look at what's sitting here. 4 rows of F-150s. I'm just using this as an example because I've been up here. The Toyota lot looks the same exact thing with Tacomas. 4 rows of these things. Nobody's buying them already at your elevated, jacked up prices. Nobody's getting them. These are all still sitting here. They have been sitting here for months and months. I have talked about this one in videos for months, and nobody's moving them. Nobody's doing nothing. So you think you're going to kick them up 10%, 20%, 25%, and all of a sudden we're going to buy them? You bumped your head. They will stay. They will sit. The market will rot. It will just die off and leave here. And I hate that word rot. I get so tired of videos that rot. Let them rot. They're going to... God, that stuff drives me nuts. Not trying to be doom and gloom with this, but I'm trying to be 100% transparent. This tariff thing is no concern for us. We're not paying it. So it doesn't matter. And when we don't pay it for even if they charge it, a month goes by where 0 vehicles move and nobody buys one because of this, they'll figure out a solution real quick. And I'm assuming whatever that solution is, it means moving vehicles. Because if these vehicles don't move, they go out of business. They're not going out of business. Government won't even let them go out of business. Okay, nobody's going to let them go out of business. We bailed them out before. Hopefully we don't have to do a bailout again because then that rides on our shoulders. But point is, it's not my problem, not my concern, and no offense, but I'm kind of smiling. I'm kind of laughing at it. Again, you guys leave us hanging with warranty failures, you leave us hanging with recalls, you leave us hanging with problems that are unfixable, you leave us hanging with problems that you know about but refuse to repair, hoping that people just shut up and take it and the dealer can put a new engine in it 6 different times because you're not fixing the engine, and you try all these stupid games because bean counters tell you they work and this is how it's got to be, and you leave everybody hanging on every kind of level, any chance you get. There is no interest in the consumer whatsoever. You just want the check that gets signed for this truck. Fine, it's how business works. You know what the flip side of business is? Flip side is that it's the customer that is the one that automatically is the one that's going to pay your bills. And when you don't take care of the customers and you treat them like dirt, they're going to come back and treat you like dirt. And right now it seems like the auto manufacturers are the ones that are kind of getting their hands slapped and kind of in a rough place. And they're expecting us to do something about it. Well, what we're going to do is just turn our backs and walk away, just like you've done to us for the past 5 years. Take it for what it's worth. But there you go. That's my thoughts. Put your comments down below. What do you think is going to happen? Thanks for watching.